Hey folks, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing really good. I'm doing okay, just a little bored on a Sunday afternoon, so thought I'd show you a couple licks here, or share a couple licks with you. I'm a terrible teacher, so bear with me. Let's do these in A. First one's kind of a triplet lick. It goes like this. I'll break this down really slow in a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, one more time. I'll do it a little slower. Alright, so what we're doing here is just using the same shape. It changes a little as it goes. So these are the shapes we're going to be using. We've got the A string in the 11th fret, G string in the 9th fret. This shape, slide it down 2 frets. Okay, and then when we get to here, we're going to have the A string in the 7th and the G string in the 6th fret, okay? So let's go over those 3 real quick. Slide it down 2 more, okay? And then just an A chord. Alright? So here's the shapes one more time. Come on, stay in tune. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. The old telly usually is right on, but today it's, doing its own thing. So anyway, here's the picking for it. Okay, so what we're doing here is just, I'm hitting the A string in the 9th fret up to the 10th fret. And then we're picking the G string in the 9th fret. It's this shape, so we're just walking the A string up to that shape, basically. We're going to do the same thing here. So it's just down, up, down, pick with your middle finger on the G string. So you want to really work that little pattern out, okay? I just do it back and forth between these two, kind of get me going and get, just to get the feel, so. As you build up speed, it kind of cleans up. Another thing, I'm using the point of the pick. You can use the shoulder as well. Just kind of smooth things up a little bit. But sometimes, if I'm plucking real hard with my middle finger, I'll use the pointy part of the pick. It's a little louder and it kind of matches the intensity and attack of my pluck from the middle finger, okay? So either way is fine. If you got a light touch, you can shoulder the pick and kind of even out the balance between loud and soft between the 2 strings, okay? So again, here we're just going to walk this down. Now remember, the next shape is here, so what I do is usually it's some ghost notes there like this. Or you can just walk that up. Or sometimes I'll just ghost, hit the A string in the 5th, 7th, and then hit the G string in the 6th. But you can also, that's the proper way to do it. Sometimes I cheat, if it's really fast, I may do that. Okay, so once again, I'm going to play the notes instead of ghosting them so I can show it to you right. Here we go again. You could even probably throw one more in, if you wanted to, but let's just stick to this for now. So, again, work that up so you get that nice and clean. Okay, that's the first one. So work on that one. Take it really slow, like I said, and just It's kind of a neat little thing. It's really easy to do once you get the mechanics down. Okay, here's the next one. Let's see. We'll do this in A2. Okay, let me do that again. Whoops, sorry about the bum note there. I'm just going to show it to you anyway. So we're doing this in A, so we're going to slide up to the 8th fret on the E string. So then we're just going to kind of do one of those little box things. So 8th fret, E string, back to the 5th fret on the E string. Let me see, let me do that again really slow. Okay, so 8th fret, E string, 5th fret, E string, 8th fret, B string, 5th fret, B string. So it's all about the voicing and the delivery. So it's 1, 1, 2, 3, like that. You gotta make that just kind of have a shelf there, so it. Now I'm sliding in a half step. Okay, so just kind of work on that. Now what we're gonna do here is this. We're gonna slide up to the 10th fret on the E string. We're gonna do the same thing. Same pattern. And it does kind of rub a little bit, but that's kind of the magic behind it. It kind of tweaks your ear to listen to it a little better. Okay, so here we go. Let's play the first two positions. Okay. Then we're going to slide up to the 12th fret. Same thing. Yeah, it is rubbing. And then we get to the resolve. So I love that stuff. There's a lot of contrast in between this note and this note. You know what I mean? I love that. It kind of takes you for a ride. And you're like, wow, I don't know if he's going to make it. And then boom, you're right there and it's right. So anyways, you know, it's good to be a little different sometimes. So let's go over these one more time. Okay, so you can zoom in on my hands if you need to too. So just remember, I'm sliding a half step to give it that effect. Okay, and then we're going to slide up from the 8th fret to the 10th fret. So we're always going to slide up to the next one from the one that we land on. Okay, so let me slide in, sorry. Okay, take that really slow, try to get the picking really clean. I kind of made the mistake of going too quick at first, and I was really misfiring a lot of notes, but you know, with an overdrive pedal, it's a little more forgiving too. I'm playing just clean, so, but I like to practice like that so I can hear the mistakes, you know, so. And then I'm still going to make them. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys get that really clean right out of the gate, but it's kind of a neat little grouping, you know. And it's basically 4 notes, but you slide into one too, so it's 1. You got an extra little thing there with the slide. The slide really smooths everything off, so it doesn't sound so, you know, staccato and just kind of rough. Because it's like it's almost like a broken rudiment on a drum set. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot of stuff, you know, playing drums. After I learned to play guitar, I always kind of paid attention to drums, and then eventually I started taking that stuff, you know, the rudiments I was learning on the drum set, and I was like, wow, I'm already doing these groups of 3s, 4s, and 5s on a guitar. And then, you know, of course, like, especially the Zeppelin stuff, a lot of broken triplets. He used all kinds of funky stuff like that. So some of that's kind of rubbed off onto the fretboard, which is cool. I think you can learn something from every instrument. You guys know I love transposing songs that were written on piano onto guitar, and I've recently seen a very professional piano player that loves to do the same thing. He likes taking stuff that was written on guitar and transposing it onto piano. And it sounds really cool what he's doing. And hopefully, it's the same thing, from transposing something on piano to a guitar. So anyway, I thought I'd just throw those out there. Work those up. Like I said, try it both ways. Try it with the shoulder. My fingernail is not, it's got like a dip in it or something. A lot of times I don't use fingernails. I don't glue the fake ones on or nothing. I'll just use the tip of my finger. If it's nice and calloused, I can get that same pluck sound, just with my finger. They'll get sore at the end of the night, but I just like it. I think it's a different sound. You know what I mean? It's not a pick. It kind of mutes it down a little bit. So try it both ways, like I said. And again, I'll ghost note those sometimes instead of going. I'll go. See what I mean? You ghosting. But if I'm doing it kind of slow, I may play the notes. Whatever works for you. No one's gonna write you a ticket because you ghosted a note. Okay? At least I'm not gonna. Okay, so there's that one. Work on those patterns. It doesn't have to be blazing fast to get the effect. It can just, it's this old lick, really. And I didn't play it well, but... So anyway, just, noodle around with it. Try it different ways. Try it ascending, descending. Try other licks using that pattern. Right? Same with this one. Whoop. I need to get that a little cleaner myself, but that can be used, in any key as well. So both kind of cool licks, kind of choppy. I thought they were similar, so I thought I would share them in one lesson. And neither one of them was really that, technically difficult. So I figured I'd give you a 2-for-1 in this one, folks. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to get practicing on some of this stuff again myself. I used to use my fingers playing all the time. I still do, but just that kind of stuff. I'm always using my middle and ring finger, my pinky even. It's like, again, you guys know I love that kind of piano hit where you're hitting 3 or 4 notes at once. I just love that stuff, so I use it all the time. And same in my single note playing. Sometimes, if it's a scale and it's quick and whatever, I will play with just my pick. But a lot of times, I'm playing with my fingers and my pick. Sometimes I'll take just 1 or 2 days where I won't use my fingers and just use my pick to try to just to keep those chops together, and then I'll go back to using my fingers again. But again, I hope this really helps, folks. A fun little lick, like you said, it's kind of like a broken drum rudiment, so to speak. Both of them are, really. That's how I kind of approach this stuff. I don't really think about all the phonetic terms that, it's just, to me, it's just 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. That's how I think of it. And, you know, the same on the drum kit. So hopefully that helps, guys. You know, you can learn something from every instrument. I just wanted to point that out as well. So, you know, when you're listening to music, make sure you know, sometimes I'll listen to a song and I honestly can just kind of block everything out but the drum kit or the bass line. Or, you know, some songs are harder to isolate the instruments like that, but man, you can learn a lot of neat stuff by doing that. And just take, you know, the mechanics of the instruments that you're listening to, put them onto your guitar, that kind of thing. So, well, I hear my dog's barking, so I guess it's time for me to move on and go see what he wants. He's probably looking for some puppy chow. It's getting near supper time, so thanks again, folks. We'll see you real soon. Be good. Okie doke.